06, go and talk. What is going on, guys? Dark Gaming here, and I'm back with a video that is actually edited. Like, if that doesn't deserve a like in of itself, I don't know what will. Anyways, let's move in, just dive straight into what this video is all about and why I've decided to rust off my editing skills to try and make this video. Obviously, the gameplay in the background is going to be Warframe, and I tried to make it as thematically applicable to the conversation as I could, which is going to be Modern Warfare Reboot. The trailer for this game released a couple of days ago, and I have had it in my head ever since, and I wanted to just make a couple of points about it since I saw the trailer, basically. So let's get right into it. It's obviously campaign focused. Like, the way I see it anyway, it's gonna have a lot of focus into the campaign, and I like that. I'm a guy that enjoys his good campaign. I love me a good story that has something to say and has it and wants to say it through as much experience to the player as it can. And by that I mean, like, it's gonna just throw you into the world, it's gonna start explaining a couple of things, and it's gonna let you explore the concept of the world you've been thrown into and kind of make what you want of the story yourself. That's kind of like the concept I thoroughly enjoy in everything. So the Modern Warfare Reboot is supposed to be a brand new experience to the Call of Duty franchise, where it's just straight up hardcore gritty realism, and I love me a good realism. Like, Battlefield 1 was a very nice game for me. It was just classic World War concept, while this one is a little bit more on the modern side. And it has a lot of twists in it, as far as I can tell from what I've read and seen. It's going to include multiple sides to the campaign, not just a single side through maybe multiple characters, kind of like how Modern Warfare was, or World at War. Well, in this case, it's going to be an SAS operative, and just a small parentheses here. I wonder which SAS operative we're gonna get to play as. Is it gonna be Price? Because I really want to see through the eyes of Price, kind of like how we had the last mission in Modern Warfare 3 be through the eyes of Price. I want to see something of that sort for the entirety of the SAS campaign. Or is it going to be Soap again, kind of like how it was in the original Modern Warfare? It's going to be interesting to me which of the two they're going to pick, or are they going to go with an entirely new person that we're going to learn about when the game releases? See, that is pretty interesting to me, and I want to find out now, but I guess we'll have to wait. And as far as I've seen, there's going to be also a OP4, or basically a Middle East rebel campaign, where they show you through the eyes of basically the other side of the coin what's going on. You know, like, we've got this old technology per se, like RPGs and AKs, which isn't really old technology. I mean, we use it still to this day, but it's less tactical, I guess, what the SAS is going to be. You know, like, we don't have Chinooks or jet fighter planes. All we have are just a couple of pickup trucks that have been outfitted with a couple of machine guns, and we're trying to basically defend our homeland. Like, that's the concept I'm getting out of that side. And I'm interested to see how they're gonna play it. Like, how are they going to introduce that faction, and how are they going to implement the story alongside with the SAS campaign? And then there's the third option, which is the children. From what I've seen, we're gonna have the opportunity to play as children that are trying to survive between the two sides, basically had their family killed, and now they're all for themselves, out to fend in this hostile environment, trying to survive. Like, that's also pretty hardcore, and it gives me that sense of you'll get to see sides and aspects of modern day life in ways you never thought possible, like things that you'd have to go out there and experience yourself if you wanted to learn about them otherwise. And that's pretty cool. Like, as I said, I love me a good realism. It's exactly that kind of concept. You get to see and experience things that, say, a specially trained operative gets to experience on a day-to-day basis through their eyes, without the risk of, going out and doing a operation where you might just get shot in the head. So, yeah, like, I like that concept, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to offer as a game. It's going to try and push that realism, and it might just give people a new aspect of life in a way that they couldn't have seen before, simply because they haven't thought about it. It's not every day that you get to consider, holy shit, there's actually children out in that battlefield just kind of moving about under cover. Like, they're out there and they're trying to survive, basically, and they don't know who to trust. Like, you go on one side, you never know if you're gonna get shot or imprisoned or what have you, and on the other side, you don't even know the people, you don't even know why they're here. See, like, that sort of train of thought is what I'm really looking forward to. I want this game to kind of just push my mind to think of these things when I'm playing the game. Like, I want to be the child trying to go through the war zone and be like, god damn, this is some legit thing that is probably happening as I'm speaking, and I had never thought of. But enough about the campaign, because even though it's campaign focused, as far as I can tell, campaign can only keep you entertained for so long before you start getting bored of it, or you basically already know the concept and you know what's up. As far as something is new, it's enjoyable, it's good entertainment. As soon as you start getting affiliated with it, it's not that much fun. And same can be said for pretty much anything. Like, when I started playing Warframe, it was a very new and odd game to me that I have never experienced before, and now I basically own everything I want in the game. I know how to play the game, and everything in the game is a known quantity to me, and that's why I'm basically waiting for every new story introduced into Warframe so I can have that taste of something new again. Beyond the point, though, let's move back to the subject. Multiplayer and the special co-op. What's the special co-op gonna be? Like, we have no information on that. Obviously, multiplayer is gonna be the classic multiplayer we know and love, but is it going to include anything new? Kind of like, Operations had, not had, language, please work with me. World War II, if I remember correctly, because I never played the game, I just saw some videos on it. It had this mode where it was basically like war from Call of Duty 5, World at War, reimagined, where you had special key, what would I call it? Operations, objectives that you had to go through and complete, and one side had to defend them, the other had to, well, assault them, essentially. And based on whether or not the time had run out, one side would win, or if all of the objectives were met, the other side would. Like, I want to see something like that introduced into the new game for multiplayer, because I think it would give it a fresh breath. And if you also include into that a squad sort of theme, like if you have a lot of players going up against each other, say, I don't know, 18 with 18, which is a lot of people, I think it's more than what Call of Duty has ever had its servers go on. Then again, it's probably not going to be that many people. It's, the most is, at most, going to be like 9 against 9, or the classic 6v6. I want to see something where, say, you can team up with another player. I don't know, like have duos and whatnot, where you can tactically coordinate your movements so you can go through places like, I don't know, move up through a bridge or storm a building, things like that, that would give it that extra reality kind of, I don't know how to put it. You get what I mean, though. Like, it's going to be more realistic. You know, when you go up to a building, you don't just rush through it guns blazing, kind of like the classic Call of Duty aspect. It's going to be more like, if I go through this doorway and I'm not careful, I could get shot in the head, and that's going to be it. So I want to see something where I can team up with someone on my team and have like a closer knit team, I guess you could put it that way. And like the whole squad of the 6 people or 9 people, or how many they're going to be, is going to be the concept of an army, and then you have like 2 people going this way and 2 other people going that way, and 2 standing back as support, you know, like snipers, or firing launchers and whatnot, or suppressing fire with his machine guns, things like that. I want to see, because I think it would be pretty entertaining. It would also give you a bit more of something to do when you're playing solo. You know, you don't have friends playing the game as well, or maybe you just happen to log into the game and want to play it when nobody else is on. So having that kind of concept, I think, is going to bridge the gap between I'm playing all by myself in a team of randoms, and I'm playing all by myself in a team of randoms with, you know, someone that I'm more affiliated with, essentially. And I'm playing with an entire squad of 6 people that I know, and we're talking through microphones, and we're all coordinating our movements, and we all know, like, there's an enemy on that side of the map and there's an enemy over here who's sniping, you know, stuff like that. But that's enough of multiplayer. Let's talk a little bit about the special ops, which I'm hoping is going to be special ops, because pretty much for the latest of years, Call of Duty has been pushing the concept of zombies. I'm not saying zombies is bad, I'm just saying I'm kind of bored of the idea of, oh, it's another zombies universe, it's post-apocalyptic, there's zombies walking across the streets, and I think it would break the immersion and the concept of this new game have they introduced zombies. So I'm really hoping that it's going to be special ops, because I really loved the Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 special ops. So I'm hoping that's what we're gonna get. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Special ops has never been something that you can really talk about that widely. So I'm just hoping we get them. Anyway, guys, I think that's gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll get to see you in the next video.